Welcome to Down South Football Podcast Live, man. Coming out live on this December the 9th, Thursday edition. Not prediction show time. Not right now. Not right now. Tonight, we're just coming to talk about a few little topics and issues that's going on. Of course, it's your man Renard D. Williams. Of course, in the building, we got chilling with the A hat on, representing today. We got Mr. D.L. Gardner. 205 normally, but I just see Ed D.L. Gardner. He didn't change it up on it, but this is Mr. David Gardner. What's
Well,
happening with you, dog?
hey man, that much, man. I decided to go back. I was looking to go back, but I didn't feel like going out and coming back in, doing all the other stuff. So first of all, none of y'all follow me on Twitter, no way. So I think it's really pointless. So I mean, it is what it is. So until y'all start following me or trying to follow me on Twitter, then I'll remain at DL Gardner.
Well, I'm glad they don't follow you, bro, because Lord have mercy, they sure ain't got no follow me in my DM.
I'm telling
Mr. Speaking of somebody like to talk, like to start controversy. We got Mr. Chauncey Tuck, Mr. Senator Tuck in the house. Tuck, what's going on, bro?
not much, man. Just living life. We just trying
Living
to
Christmas life.
trying to make sense of some of these college football awards on some of these people that won. I'm like, huh?
Don't do it.
I'm just saying that. Look, I
mean,
knew
we
Bama
already-
fatigue. I knew Bama fatigue was gonna be real, but come on, man, these guys have deserved to win some of these awards. Come
See,
on,
man, why you trying to make me mad earlier because Aiden Hudson is in going to New York? And please don't start with me right now. That's a whole different conversation talking about the Heisman Trophy and all the other awards. I know we just had the award show that just happened from 6 to 8, but that whole conversation because somebody watched a couple of weeks, like ain't watched the whole season. That's just so frustrating, man. That's just
oh my god,
it's so bitch.
I mean, the pit look, dog. Oh, I mean, he a Braves fan, so anyway, I just don't get the pit. Don't get him wrong, the guy from Pittsburgh, he's a decent receiver, but better than J-Mo
Depending on what you're looking at. Hey,
or Slav in Ohio.
or Wilson. I'm done, bro.
It's a lot of guys out there. They gave it to some guy from Pittsburgh.
I'm done, bro. When I saw that Hutchinson was in the Final Four, I'm like, oh, so y'all watched one big game and decided that he deserved to be in New York. Because I'm sorry. I mean, he's a good player. He had a good stats.
Right. I mean, because the different stuff that separates them two is the tackles for loss, and by far, I think he doubled them up on tackles for loss. So, what are we really talking about here? He's a beast, Aaron, but I mean, bro, he ain't.
But not only that, though. Before we get into it, it's just the impact on the game.
Yeah,
like a lot of times, you have those positions and you have those guys that make those impacts that sometimes don't turn into stats. But Will Anderson is a game changer. I wouldn't have no issue if they wouldn't have put Hutchinson and they didn't put nobody else on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they didn't put Hutchinson on there, like if they had just left it like most of the offensive war, but ain't no way in world you're gonna get a defensive player there, and Will Anderson ain't the one who should have been invited over Hutchinson. But that's a whole other different story. That's a whole different story. We're not gonna get in there. Hey man, college football never stops, dog. It never stops. We are dealing with early signing period drama, getting ready to start bowl season. The transfer portal is hot. The coaching transfer portal is hot, and a lot of issues that are about to happen. I don't think people are ready for. I really don't. But let's hit a little bit on last week, just for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What was your lasting impression? We'll start with Dave. What was your lasting impression of last week of championship weekend?
Kirby Smart has to have a maiden name.
What?
It ain't Kirby Smart no more.
He had to marry into that family. Somebody married into that family. It may not have been Kirby Smart, but maybe Kirby Smart's mother married into that name, and he was birthed from that because
Kirby Smart ain't smart.
No, man, that is not. Unless he is setting us up for the grand finale.
No.
Or I
Man.
have another, another thing is that maybe the SEC just wanted to say, okay, well, let us just take it over. Let's go and get two teams in here again. That's something that they're floating around. I don't believe none of that, but
SEC Invitational, man.
yeah, man. So that's my takeaway from last weekend. I mean, I'm trying to I got to go pull birth certificates and all kind of marriage certificates, all that stuff, because I got to figure out if was he born or smart or was he married into it. If he's married into it, I understand.
What about you, Tuck? What's your one
I mean,
takeaway from last weekend?
I mean, like I said, more like what Dave said. Kirby didn't lose the game, but execution was terrible on Georgia. This is the most they did not executed like the whole year. Like the whole year, it was a coverage buzz. And maybe granted, people said that the secondary was not. It said the secondary wasn't tested, and you could tell a little bit. They finally got a chance to go against Toast, and Toast got toasted a couple times. And
What can I ask a question though,
Mhm.
Renard, to you?
Yes, sir.
How significant was the injuries in this? Because I can think a cornerback here, safety there, that could make a difference. So I'm gonna let you speak to that.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think they just got exposed.
Mm.
I mean, I think you got to give, even though everybody else hate this man, you got to give Bill O'Brien all the credit. First two drives, what they did wasn't gonna work. Bill O'Brien said, "These fools can't check my receivers. I'm gonna spread everything out." Once you saw Brian Robinson going out, when you saw Brian Robinson going out for a route or whatever, you already knew O'Brien knew what it was. Spread them out. Don't let them get up.
Right.
Do what they got to do. Get them tired out. Get the big guy tired out. Getting the Kobe Dean going sideline to sideline. Not saying that he can't, but it just. Oh, and then by the way, we're gonna hit you with this 4-2 receiver over the top too.
So was it any significant injuries in that back end of the defense that may have played into that game plan though?
I think it's one or two. I want to say I can't even remember if
Well,
Chris Smith has played. I
who
can't
was-
remember
who
if
was
Chris
the-
Smith played.
Who was the kid that got in trouble? I think he wore number 1, the kid the defensive back.
Well, he was a safety, but I mean,
But him and Chris
I
Smith,
got-
I know Chris Smith because I think he played, but I think Chris Smith was one of the ones that was hurt. It's a few of them because honestly, once I watched it, I didn't even go back and watch the film on it because I'm just like, you know what, I'm not gonna watch this because it wasn't even worth it because the playoff is still 3 weeks away. We about to get in the bowl season. I didn't want to consume myself with it no more than what my instant reaction is because I guess my biggest thing. Not my biggest thing, but one thing I looked at it from last weekend, it was just like give Alabama all the damn credit in the world. But I'm looking at it from a Georgia fan perspective, which I am not. I'm just saying from a Georgia fan perspective, you got to ask yourself, what the hell else do I have to do?
Well, that
and then
and the fact that okay, that's really not the one. The fact that I can lose my conference and come back and compete for a national championship.
Exactly.
That one don't matter. Matter of fact, I probably will let you get that one because no matter what Georgia did, they were gonna still get.
But you gotta understand,
January,
right? But you gotta understand, just like in 2017, Bama didn't even win out. Bama didn't even win that division.
It's just in reverse. So which one do you want to win? Do you want to win this one or you want to win the other one? Because the other one was count. So
and also you want to look at it like this. And a lot of times I like to just listen and just go back and look at stuff. I haven't looked at everything yet, but I think Dave, me and you talked about it. Take the last 4 quarterbacks from Bama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Tua.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Jalen
Hurts. And now Bryce Young.
Right.
Compared to who? Jake Fromm.
Yeah, the worst.
Justin Fields left.
Yeah.
That's it. Jake Fromm is pretty much it.
And then Eason left.
Eason left.
And then Jake Fromm left. And now you sitting up there. If you didn't play JT Daniels in some of them blowouts, you played him a little bit against Georgia Tech. A little bit. So it's like, what you doing? You can't even compare the 4.
You can't
even compare. You can't even compare the four. And so you ask yourself, even if they meet again, and Kirby talking about he got the utmost confidence in Stetson. I'm not putting all of it on Stetson.
Nah,
I'm
man,
talking about capability,
look,
bro.
after that game, if you don't play JT, your job needs to be over with. I'm sorry.
First of all, Tuck. Well, second of all, or third of all, however you want to put it, Kirby Smart, and I say this over and over again. Kirby Smart has really just kind of mucked up these quarterbacks because you think about the last 5 quarterbacks he's had. I know one of them is starting for the Chicago Bears right now. The other one was way better than any other ones that they had other than Justin Fields. I mean, I'm just saying he has just mucked this position up. And at the end of the day, do you come back with Stetson? Because what's the definition of insanity?
Keep doing the same thing
over and over again, expecting a different result.
Right. Yep. So you throw Stetson ass back up. I'm not gonna blame the whole game on Stetson. No. But I'm gonna blame the game plan on him because if I know that this is who your quarterback is, so now my game plan is different, right?
Yeah. I think to that point, I really think Kirby thinks that he can win with a John Parker Wilson, Greg McElroy type dude.
Right. And you know what, Tuck? I think that's what he wants. I think he wants a conservative guy that he can kind of control. He ain't gonna really make a whole lot of mistakes.
But look, guys,
more of a conservative guy. Hey, Ben, how you doing, brother? Ben,
Kirby has to understand. This is past. This is that's long gone.
The ship sailed.
Nobody does
the same old blueprint that he had.
If you do game management now, if you do game management as a quarterback, you're gonna get blown out by 25, 28, 30 points trying to be a game manager.
But you know what? Though?
It doesn't matter if your
he was banking on their defense showing up. And
I don't care.
When they didn't, shot the hell.
When you have top flying offenses, that's going to happen. I mean, they're going to find a groove. You're not going to shut down a top flying offense.
Hey, Tuck, I will say this though. First of all, hello, Ben. You just bust up in the show. We appreciate you coming tonight.
I'm glad you could join us, Ben.
You know, my guy, fresh cut. But listen, but on a real tip though. But Tuck, but honestly, look at Kirby, and this may be reaching a little bit, but I'm gonna say it. Look at Kirby Smart's demeanor. When you look at a Kirby Smart, don't you think a Stetson Bennett fits his profile as a quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Stetson Bennett.
It's Kirby Smart's story. It's his story.
Yes,
a walk on. He wants the American Disney story. A walk on comes on, does his thing.
Out of JUCO, I looked him up. He went to JUCO. I looked him up.
He still a walk on though.
Yeah. I mean, but still, right. He was a he was a JUCO and he was a walk on.
That lets you know.
And I'm not knocking walk ons. I'm really not knocking.
Hey, look, everybody can't have a Rudy story, bro. You can't have a Rudy story, dog. Look, this man, you got JT Daniels just chilling in the background.
When you look at,
you don't even warm him up.
But Renard, when you look at Georgia's coach and you look at Stetson Bennett, they are really a match made in heaven. I see why he is the quarterback. I really do, because both of them look stale. I'm just saying. And
I'm with you, and we're gonna revisit this because this subject. I don't want this subject to take up the whole show, but we're gonna revisit a lot of this because of what I talked to a Georgia fan, a diehard Georgia fan, and even talked to a couple of beat writers, and they feel a lot of the same way that we feel. But also, one made a good point to me, and I'll just leave it like this, and we'll move on to these other topics. When you talk about what's going on with Georgia, and I hear him talking about Bennett, but it's the same thing that people have been talking about. But my thing is with JT, like if you played him in these other games a little bit, He, like you said, Dave, he never warmed up. Now, JT is not the whole issue, it's not the whole thing, but he didn't even warm up. He didn't even say nothing. He didn't even show anything that showed like, okay, we're gonna make this move. But once again, bro, you got out coached, you got outplayed again, and you got out everything. And it looked like you came in with the same game plan. And at this point, what's gonna change?
And Renaud, and it's like we said it, but I said it before. It's almost like it's getting progressively worse. You go from a 3-point loss to a 7-point loss to now you done got blown up by 3 touchdowns back to back. Like it's supposed to go the opposite way. You're supposed to get blowed out 7, then 3, not 3, 7, 21. Like you going the opposite direction.
Hey, Renaud, I will say this though. We already know that he is pretty bad with the quarterback situation. I think that he is bad with evaluating talent across the board. And I say that because what's our boy at Florida State name? Ben?
Who? Novell?
Talking about Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine. Yeah.
You can't tell me especially after this game. You can't tell me
exactly that with the motor that he got.
You can't tell me there's nowhere that he
could have played.
Now, I do not take the progression for granted. I mean, all that is just you take it all with a grain of salt.
What position? What position Johnson plays?
Defensive end.
Defensive end.
Bruh, I mean, look, Johnson was probably looking for PT though, man.
We get what he was looking for. But
we get what he's looking for, but we talking about somebody that wasn't getting on PT.
Hold on, because think about Tuck. Was he that bad to go from? I mean, I get Georgia deep, I get all that, but to go from a situational pass rusher to first team All American and ACC Defensive Player of the Year, that's a big ass gap.
Was he an All American?
Yes.
Okay,
he's All American first team.
When you go out there, I'm not playing down the ACC and nothing like that, but you gotta understand.
Hey,
he took over. He went down there and took over. And that defensive line and that recruiting class, and they keep coming in over and over again. They had, I think they got like 10 4 or 5 stars.
I agree with you, Tuck. I agree with you.
Go ahead. Look, if it ain't working that you can't get in there and you want to be a starter, you want to be an All-American, you want to do all this.
I get it, but what was them sons? Can I cuss, Renaud? Can I cuss? Where was some son bitch at this last past Saturday?
Okay, because the past Saturday they was all just out there just gassed and damn tired.
Let me add this to it. Let me add
it. Bring it back in. In Renaud turn. Let's bring it back in.
Let's bring it back in.
Let me add it to it. I feel exactly what you're saying. Sometimes it is time, sometimes it is opportunity. But in this case, you gotta understand what's the name. The number 1 defensive pass rusher is sitting at home with a rape charge. Was sitting at home with a big rape charge. Allegedly. Sitting at home with some legal issues. Let me just say it like that. He's sitting at home. He's sitting at home with some legal issues. Yeah. And a couple other players that he had. Now, Jermaine, this would have been a game for Jermaine to take apart. But I think also what Bama did was say, oh, okay. Because what they did is they rotate 4 in. That's how they kept Davis in there. That's how they kept Big Jordan in there. It was like, okay, he gonna run his plays, and then we running 4 in and then 4 out. But bottom line was Jermaine would have helped. But bottom line was the OL came up. And the OL came up, but Jermaine is a dog. You can't take
he's a dog. Don't get me wrong,
Jermaine. But looking at this whole situation, that's why I didn't want to get because there's so much to this. We're gonna do a whole show on it. But the whole thing about it was like, okay, I got these 4 big guys. My pass rush has been basically coming from my blitz because everything else has been so dominant in the type of offense that got in. Because in the end, like you said, Dave, he could have used Jermaine, but who has he faced this year that he needed a Jermaine to make that difference?
And you're right. I feel that. I just
see another
think that, hey, Tuck, I got a mic now. You're not gonna cut me off. So I feel that. but here's where I'm coming from. I guess we all kind of saying the same thing.
Right.
I just think that Jermaine,
He's different now.
I think that Kirby has an issue with evaluation of certain talent, and some talent jumps off the board at you. The other talent is just like maybe I see it, but I don't see it. I think that because I got to look at his quarterback, what he's done at the quarterback position. We talking 5 quarterbacks. You kept the 2 worst. And I'm not saying JT gonna leave, but if I was JT, I would leave.
I would
but,
leave.
I would. But that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah. All I was gonna say is the thing that eliminated Georgia's pass rush. Another thing was he was in shotgun, and then it was like one read.
Also, they took away RPO.
It took away RPOs. Yeah,
there was no RPO. There was no RPO from Alabama this game. We ain't doing that, bro. Like they say, run the ball. No, bump this RPO. We ain't giving you no read. We
ain't got time for it. And it worked. I mean, like I said, if you got one read and that one read was open,
hey, Tuck, you know what? I think that with y'all saying that, I think that the mess. I wasn't in Bama locker room. I have absolutely no idea what was said. But the fact that we're not running no RPOs, we don't have but 1.5 running backs. We just finna physically whoop your ass.
That's it.
And it is, and that's what it is. What it is. Now, what you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
We got another quarterback back here that's accurate as hell. Y'all ain't seen nobody like him all year long. But anyway, I ain't finna go there because I promise for God I can do an hour on this, but I'm not finna do that.
And you're right, and you're right. I mean, but everything. I know it sounds crazy, but everything played out, man, kind of well. That's why when we did the prediction, I picked him because I'm like, dog. I'm like, man, I like you said, man. I know it's just something about.
I gave him a chance. I did.
It's just something about when you start saying, this and that about Alabama, they done this and that, whatever. It's just almost like it's just not us, but just when the media, when they all had to backtrack.
Rat poison.
When you do all of that, it's just like, bro, you just made nothing but you didn't do nothing but just give them all the material in the world. That's why I was like, man, I just don't see Georgia winning this shit. And there you go.
We got a lot more to get on this, man. But that's why we love this time of year, because we can really. And I can't wait to bring the tape in here, and y'all can really see what they did to Georgia. But we ain't gonna go there right now. But in the college football world, there's 6,000 things going on right now. I'm talking about like your phone don't stop buzzing, it don't stop ringing. I don't care if someone call it whatever. We got early signing period coming up next Wednesday. We have bowl season about to start, and we have transfer portal news that just will not stop. Also, they're meeting right now to possibly do away with the early signing period. Apparently, in college football, people are not happy about the early signing period. A lot of people were upset about the early signing period and what the avalanche effect that it calls down to it now, with where you got coaches moving in the middle of the year. You got all this other stuff. It's like it pushed the calendar up. But I heard something today, and I wanted y'all to talk about it. And Dave, we talked about this before. Right now, it's almost 1,000 athletes that happened in the portal just this month. Between the last since the in the season into now.
Right.
And the effect of what happens with that. And I think a lot of people have forgot about super seniors. And come to find out, reading this guy article today, there are 61% of people that was on a D1 FBS roster last year that either dropped the level,
right,
JUCO, or just quit football in general. Yeah. Only 39% of the people that hopped in the transfer portal last year actually stayed. And it's going to get worse because they have to get some of these numbers down. And the fact what you said about high school coaches, there is a guy. I'm not gonna say the name because I ain't finna call nobody program out. They ain't recruiting high school kids no more.
Right.
They said we done recruiting high school kids for the most part, which is strictly transfer portal.
Same thing I said a year ago this time.
Yeah, because the numbers are really, really fuzzy. But to the point of either you're gonna have to raise the scholarship limit That's what I think they're gonna have to do. Or I think they're going a little bit
They trying to
far.
hold at 85. It's just like,
and I'm like,
do something about that.
but I
But
mean,
why you gonna do something about that
Honestly,
85?
that doesn't racing into 85 doesn't solve the problem. And Tuck, it was not on you. It wasn't your turn to speak. And I have a mic, and I remind everybody
Look,
that
I have a mic.
This man got a
I have
mic.
a mic.
Congratulations
Right.
on your
I'm
microphone.
not
Good
very-
job. You're like 2 years late, but good job.
Well,
But
that's
anyway,
fine. That's fine. But
but what I was saying was 85.
No, we're not gonna listen to you. So
Okay, don't listen to me.
we're saying
You
is
better
this.
listen to me.
Here's what we're saying, and I said it a year ago. Because of the transfer portal, would you rather have a high school guy that you probably got to wait on to develop for 2 years, or you take a guy out of transfer portal that maybe has stayed in the program 2 years? So high school recruiting, from what we know, is dead unless you. Here's my prediction: unless you are a big time guy, like, and I'm talking 4 stars and up. I'm not even gonna say 3 stars. I saw a 3-star this year get a walk on that really should have got a. Dave has a mic. My guy Pat. So I've seen that. So unless you are probably 4 to 5 star, if you're below that, you really probably in trouble. And I say in trouble relatively of speaking of where the kid would want to go. That's not saying the kid won't play college football, but
Right.
may not get to a. And I'm just gonna do because we're in Alabama. I just say Alabama, Auburn, something like that. But that doesn't mean that he still can't get to a Troy. But I'm gonna tell you something. Troy is even harder to get to now because now they're looking for the transfer portal. So now we got to look to a Miles. Now a Miles might not be an option. Now we got to look to Birmingham Southern, NAIA, but at the same time, it's still getting to the next level, man. So I called this 12 months ago.
Yeah.
And we just in a mess right now. So
And
that's where we're at.
And really, y'all should have been on here. Should have been subscribed to the YouTube channel. You can actually go back and look and see where we posted clips about this long discussion we had. Shout out to John Garcia Jr. He's on a plane right now. We'll have him on next week, the National Recruiting Director for Sports Illustrated, with the early signing period and stuff like that. But he talks about a lot. The guy was talking about 9 of 65 of the Power 5 probably gonna start at 20. No more than 20 for this particular cycle. So what they're trying to do, I'm saying they're gonna stop at 20 to make room for the transfer portal and everything else.
Well, how does Georgia have like 30? Apparently, Georgia has like 30 people they can sign.
Right. Because of the fact that remember the new rule where you can count back up to so many that transfer out for you.
And I think it's like 7 or 8. You can replace. It's either 7 because Florida State in the same boat that they can sign if they wanted to. They could probably get about 30 people in there if they wanted to because of that and with the people leave. Yeah.
And what they're doing is a lot of teams are like they saying the 6 and 9 and 65 are going to stop this for where we are right now with the early signing period. Okay, the signing period, they talking about don't trip off the fact that they ain't got 2025 these what they're doing now because the transfer portal. Look who's in the transfer portal just this week in the past week and a half. You got Quinn Evers, who was the number 1 prospect in college football last year. You got Eli Ricks, former 5-star corner. You got Rattler, who's favored to go to South Carolina at this point. You got Denny Gabriel, who's looking like a lock to Ole Miss. I mean, it keeps going and going and going and going. You got Max Johnson. You got 2 LSU quarterbacks in the portal.
Bro, why would I recruit a high school guy right now that's not a 4 or 5 star? Really, why would I?
If you in that Power 5 position, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Unless it's somebody you really, really like.
And Renard, if I'm in a North Alabama, Troy State, Georgia Southern, Georgia State position, why would I still? Because it's going to be something that's going to fall back. It's just it's new. It's
even UAB. I think UAB had like 3 or 4 guys this week that jumped in the portal.
Hey, I'm gonna put that.
Yeah, that jumped in the portal. I'm like, not knocking none of that, but I'm just saying like just this today's point. It's trickling down to everybody.
Renard, remind me over the weekend to send you this clip. I have a clip of Connor Maynard talking about him recruiting. I think I might have put it in our group chat.
I've seen that one.
He said that high school, basically what he said in synopsis is that high school kids are not really his
It's not his focus.
Right.
Not like it used to be.
He
Nope.
want kids that can come in and make immediate impact, which is going to come through the transfer portal. So this is coming from a premier HBCU coach. So if your HBCUs are doing this, your Power Fives, your Group of Fives are doing this. Where does that leave? Where does that leave your 3-star, your 2-star, your no-star kid?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. These numbers are going to have to do something.
The head coach of Troy said something about it today. The new head coach.
Yeah. What did he say? What did he say?
He was just talking about the transfer portal and all that kind of stuff, how it works and how they used it to their advantage and how what they used to do. He's talking about for this year, you know, it was like, I forgot where it came from. Said 3 or 4 of the kids that he had that they targeted and that was ready for it. Bottom line is where we at with this transfer portal is crazy every day. Think about that number, 61%. 61%. And then, like he was saying, the guy that was interviewing on today, he was saying, like, some of these kids are getting pulled into the office and saying, hey, you need to go on leave.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get down. So we appreciate you, but you ain't playing. We got somebody about to take your spot. We got to get down to 85. You out.
But back to the, I want to talk about the early signing period. Okay, so the only thing that I see a problem with it is for these early enrollees, right? So you can count back to give some of these kids a scholarship. You can count back to some. You can't give a lot of them out, but that does kind of get your number too if you tried to oversign in early enrollees. So
they said something about it's funky where they can move them to different classes.
But that's what I'm about to say. But if you put them on a scholarship, they still get counted towards one of the other classes, no matter what. It can be a gray shirt, blue shirt, and all that other shirts that you got, orange shirt, whatever. But to me, if you do the early signing role, if you sign that LOI, you're done. It's no blue shirt, gray shirt, or whatever. This kid got a scholarship. He's good to go. No problems. I don't get what the issue is. That's just my whole thing. Will it hurt the numbers? No, because they're going to sign the LOI they might sell the LOI in February, and they've already graduated. What's the big issue?
Well, I only heard a little bit of it for some reason. I guess I got too much going on over here. But part of it is how it impacted not just the kids, but the coaching and everything else that surrounds it. It's not just about what the recruits are doing. That doesn't mean you can't go in there and sign your letter of intent.
Yeah,
that's not what that means. It just means
but you can't sign a letter. But if you get rid of the early day signing period, you can't sign a letter of intent until February.
Well, no, what they're saying is that they're talking about the way that it worked, the way that they actually doing it right now. They're talking about redoing it all about the day, about the time, how it works, all that kind of stuff like that.
Okay, so you mean tell me they can still sign an LOI and all that stuff whenever they want to?
Basically, they can do it. They still can come in January. How they're doing it and how they're going to do it is not finalized. That's why they're meeting about it right now. They're trying to get the calendar back. They're trying to get the calendar back.
But either way, you're still signing early. So let these kids have an early day sign period. Basketball does it. Baseball does. Everybody does it. Why football got to be so difficult?
It's a lot. It's a lot that's into it, man. Read a couple of articles on it, and that's why I said we're going to talk about it more when John. We're going to get John on next week after National Signing Day, and then we can talk more about it then. That's what we can do. That's fine.
What do you clowns it?
I don't know. I don't have.
They're doing a chant or something. You know?
I don't know.
A little rain dance, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. I guess they both had to use the bathroom at the same time.
I'm here.
Ben is back. I don't know what Dave is. God only knows.
He has a microphone, and he finally got a microphone, and he didn't know what to be from. Amazing.
Okay, a couple other things while we still off that. We're gonna hit back on that next week. Let's go ahead. I forgot. Y'all didn't even remind me. Ain't nobody say nothing.
What do you mean?
Hey, nobody want to hit. Nobody want to talk to me about the. Nobody want to talk about the rankings.
That's bull.
Nobody want to talk about it, huh? Y'all don't want to go down that route from last week, huh? Nobody want to bring the rankings up from last week, huh? That's how we do. That's how we do.
Man, we just got bowl season. I come
Oh, okay. That's where we are. So nobody
got
wants their
both
record from last week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sheesh.
well, it's some quietness on here when we talk about
Man,
these records
I
right
doubled up on some crap I shouldn't have doubled up on.
Well, would you like your total from last week?
Yes, please. Why not?
Okay, tough.
Because I dropped. Looking at the numbers right here. I'm 5 games.
I
4 games back.
I want to say you was 6 and 8.
Yeah, I doubled up on some bull cracker.
Yeah, you went 6 and 8. Yeah, because Houston got you, bro.
Yeah,
Houston got you. Ben wasn't bad.
For a change.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think he was 6 and 8 also.
Okay.
Then
Dave had a good week.
Dave went 12 and 3.
That's about to say Dave had a real good week.
Dave went 12 and 3 last week. And since the one game I doubled up on, of course, I lost. Thank you, Oklahoma State Cowboys. Thank you to number 27 for not knowing how to catch the ball. Or not knowing what he needs to do with the ball. Elbows, everything else. But congratulations to Baylor for what they did, man. Like that.
Bohannon will be in the transfer portal next.
Don't get me started.
Because after what Buddy did.
Oh, that's a wrap.
Oh, Buddy Clown. Now you can't say nothing about it. You can't say nothing about it.
At one point, he was like 15 for 15 and something. He had broke some damn record. It was either 15 or 16 for 16 or whatever he was on. Yeah, Bohannon can go ahead and hop in the portal.
But I'm with you. So we got so much more. But before we move on from that, since we here now, we're gonna talk about the bowl. This is the bowl. We are doing something for the bowls. I don't know if it's just gonna be a bowl matchup, a bowl pick'em. We're gonna do something for the bowls. Starts next week on the 17th. So we got a few days to figure it out. Be looking for it. It might be a little YouTube video. It might be something on one of our social media pages. But we're going to do something for the bowl. We got a lot of bowl matchups.
Barstool has a bowl?
Say what now?
Barstool is sponsoring the Arizona Bowl?
Bro, it gets crazy. It gets crazy with these bowls. The bowls are wild this year.
Everybody and their mama got a bowl.
Everybody got a bowl, bro. It ain't nothing. Everybody got a bowl this year, bro. Every single person can get a bowl with no problem at all. But I did want to talk about we're talking about the transfer portal, right? I don't think people really understand how many people are jumping in it every day. Like, for real. It's changing so hard and so much with the transfer portal, bro. Like, what we doing? I think that's going to be a conversation for next week. But since it is Thursday, we at least have one game that we got to pick.
Yeah, we got one. Yeah,
we got one game we got to pick. We got Army versus Navy. 7.5 point favorite, 2 p.m. CBS. Before we get into bowl season picks, this is an exhibition pick. I don't feel like we should do a real pick for this game right here. I don't think that's right because of what this game means and what it's done for the country and what we got going on. So, Ben, what's your pick on this Army versus Navy game?
It's simple, man. Tuck drove the point home all year long, man. Army scored 50-some points on Wake Forest. So just give me Army off the strength of that. You know what I'm saying? I know my dad is gonna kill me if he sees this by him man. But me and him beef every time. You picking the team. You picking the team. Me and him beef every time Air Force and Navy play. Me and him beef every time because I'm gonna choose Air Force no matter what the records are. But yeah, give me Army in this one.
I got you. Tuck, what you think? That should be plus 7.5. I apologize for that.
I kind of figured. I kind of figured it was, but yeah, give me the Black Knights at West Point, man. Go Army, beat Navy. Give me Army and those fly uniforms they will be wearing in commemoration of a 9/11. And
that's what took it for you, right?
They so fresh. I showed y'all the uniform. They so dope, and they got a store behind them and everything like that. They was still wearing that god awful Under Armour. So yeah, give me Army.
Mr. Gardner, sir, who you got?
Well, based off the reasons for the picks. I don't think I can go wrong with this one. Man, the fact that Navy is a 7.5 point favorite, which is
That's not right.
It's not right.
No, it should be a plus.
It should be a plus.
For that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Army should be the favorite. I apologize.
I digress. I'm gonna agree with Tuck in his wonderful analysis of the uniform. So, you see how quick I switched it up. So, give me Army and the wonderful uniforms they will have on display on this week.
Okay, I got you. Hey, all I gotta say is Army is number 2 in the country, 301 yards rushing per game, but not too far behind is Navy. Navy is number 7 at 228 yards a game. Bottom line, this game gonna be quick, but give me Army, man. I'm rolling Army on this one. And before we go on, Sean got an interesting idea, man. Sean got a real interesting idea. What you think?
Does it this pick doesn't go towards our
no, this is an exhibition pick. No, sir.
Have we already revealed what our picks are? Or we wait.
Oh, you talking about what the results was?
Yeah, have we revealed?
We
I mean, when you was doing your thing,
I was on my hiatus, so I held firm at number 3, and Benjamin Dennis was bringing up the rear.
Okay, between y'all two, let me see. I think
we have the same amount of wins, sir.
I'm missing 10 games.
So you can take that for whatever you want to take.
Yeah, I'm missing.
But one thing I don't have is the same amount of losses.
That's fine, but we picked the same amount of winners, so you can take that from whatever you want to take that from. So we both picked 86 winners. You know what I'm saying? We both picked 86 goddamn winners. I tell you that. And neither one of our answers was in the 90s. I tell you that.
I tell you what we can do. Hey, I got a tiebreaker. I got a tiebreaker idea because I'm behind 9 games, right?
Mm-hmm. 9 or 10 games. It's 10 games, really. It's
10
just
games. I had a
double up. The double up
right.
got you.
So how about we do this? Next week? Okay. How about me and Ben go head to goddamn head?
Oh no.
On what?
On picks for the bowl games. Winner take all.
Bet.
Okay, well see.
Bet. And you know, hold on before you go now. And the sweeten and the sweeten that day, since you doing me that solid.
Oh boy, he pissed off now.
I got a 10 on it.
Oh boy, he
since you're doing me that solid. Since you're doing me that solid to give me
what the bowl special yet.
What they call it in golf.
It doesn't mean he had the bowl.
Since you're giving me a mulligan, for that mulligan, I put a 10 on it.
Well, I mean, you can put a 10 on. I tell you what, put a half a paint on it.
I can be in his drinks too. But
I'd rather have my 10. I'd rather have my 10 tangible. I mean, like something I can really just use.
Okay, that'll work too.
Oh, there's some tie shine or something for the car. You know,
that'll work too. Okay.
Okay.
Bet. That's a bet.
Aaron said, congrats, Dave. You already won.
Aaron, why you doing that boy like that, man?
Hey, Renard. Let me and Ben go head to head for the tiebreaker.
That's good.
The first bowl week, I think that's coming up next week, right? First bowl coming next week.
17th.
Yeah,
17th. So we gonna pick whatever them games are. We gonna pick it. And
you gonna pick all of them or just that 1 week?
Just that all I need that 1 week. That's all I need.
So like a 17 through the 24.
Yeah. Okay. And what we're gonna do?
But he's only picked the same 86 winners. I just don't understand. I don't understand why.
Hold on. Let me
bring it back in. Bring it back in.
No, because what you're talking about is fine. It's just that Ben makes the same point.
Just saying.
We pick 8. So see, Ben one of people.
We pick the same amount of damn winners. I'm just not understanding.
Let me 10 more games, Ben.
Can I?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you good. I'm just saying. What I'm trying to understand, Ben is gonna be stuck on this point. We pick the same amount of winners. See, Ben type of person when you argue with him, ain't no arguing when you making a logical point. Ben gonna tell you, I picked 86. He don't care if it was 30.
Hey, Renard, I tell you what we're gonna do. You
8 and a 6. 8 and a 6.
Hey, send us the games.
I would never want to argue with Ben. I promise. I would just do this right here.
Hey, Renard, put the games in the chat. Okay.
Okay.
Put the games in the chat, and we're gonna send you a text of our picks. We won't know each other's picks because being like the follow.
Yeah, because they like to follow. Because that's what happened. That happened a lot on the last show too.
Right. What you picked, then we just gonna end up being So put the games in the chat.
Wow, man, that's so messed up.
Dog.
I get it though. I get it. So we're gonna do that. But I like Sean idea though. Go back. Hold on, Dave. Go back to Sean idea. Sean said $10 buy-in. He did say that. Sean said a $10 buy-in. Do a $10 buy-in, and for the bowl thing. And what we gonna win off of though? He said let's do a pool for the best bowl prediction record. How y'all feel?
Well, you know what? ESPN normally does one, so then it can keep it. We can like the tournament.
A bowl pick 'em.
Yeah, ESPN does a bowl pick 'em, and then ESPN can keep the records.
Y'all better than me because I just changed my UAB pick with all them Negroes they'd had.
If I'm not mistaken, ESPN does a bowl pick 'em. If I'm not mistaken, and we can just do a group, and ESPN can calculate all that. That's fine with me.
We can do it, man.
Well, back to Ben and I.
Sean, Ben gonna act like Batman is gonna fly and hit your ass in a minute.
He can't come through this computer. But listen, I say take next week. How many bowl games we got next week, Renard?
3 or 4.
All right, let's pop it up here. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I can go find it real quick. Let's see. So it's gonna start on the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. This whole thing ain't gonna cover the whole screen, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Next
7,
week we
8,
only have
9, 10, 11, 12. You got a lot before the 24th.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 next week.
Well, you do 17 through 24th, Tuck.
Oh, do 17 to 24?
Yeah, give him a week.
Oh, I thought we were just trying to do that 1 week. So
17 is that's not next week, right?
Yeah, the 17th is next week.
That'd be next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay, so we got Friday through. Put it back up there, William.
I got you. Hold on.
Friday through Friday.
That's do 17 through 24.
No. Me and Ben, we going Friday through 17, 17, 18, 18. Friday through Friday. You're right. Friday through Friday.
That's 16 games.
Me and Ben are gonna go Friday through Friday. So that's 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 12. What's that?
It's 16 games.
That's not 16 games, is it?
It is. We're going to the 17 to 24. 1, 2, 3.
It's not 16.
So you count right before the committed polls.
13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah.
From the 17.
Yeah, that's 16. Yeah, that's 16.
17.
Boy, come on, Parker. Shit.
Okay. Well, you got a couple of them on the 17. I just counted.
See, at JO, we know how to do math. I don't know what happened.
Oh, boy.
I got some math for your ass. So you can goddamn buy my bottle when I beat your ass in tiebreaker. I tell you what, me and Ben on the set was the 17th, 18th?
The 17th.
Yeah.
17th to the 24th.
No. I just want what did it start? It start on Thursday or Friday? What it start on?
That's
right. It'll be next Friday. And
Friday and Saturday, right?
You just want Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday. We deliver our picks to you.
Okay.
We want nobody would know when we pick.
Well, we got to deliver the picks on Thursday. We can't deliver on Friday because first game.
Yeah, we got to do it on Thursday.
I understand, Jo. You a little behind, but everybody else understood.
I'm just trying to make sure we got it together, brother. You know what I'm saying?
We got it together, brother.
Make sure we got it together, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Renard, ride with me strong.
Peace up, 8 pounds down. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm just listening, bro. I'm literally just listening.
Let me tell you something. Do not look, Ben. Don't let Parker win this, okay? Because if Parker win this, it's a wrap.
You'll never hear the end of it.
Well, first of all, I got a Parker alum downstairs, so I have to deal with that mess all the time.
First of all, I need clarification on the rules. So, what games are we picking?
Whatever.
Send
us a list. I tell you what. Let's make it really fun. Renard,
you pick the games.
I'm gonna pick
10. I'm gonna pick 10. I'm gonna pick the first 10 between 17th and 24th.
Right,
like I said,
pick the first 10.
There you go.
Put it in the group, and we're gonna we're gonna text you our picks, and we won't know whatever. Nobody will know.
I'm a hand deliver mine. I'm gonna bring it and sit in your mailbox. That's what I'm doing.
But before we get so personal over here, because Aaron done said he done bought another DSL shirt. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. DSLpodcast.com, man. Y'all know where to go for everything. Y'all know where the merch is and all that kind of good stuff like that. We are going to figure out this contest over the weekend. I've had several text messages about this contest, how we want to do it. People want to do this like March Madness, and I say that we do it that way. I say $10 buy-in, and we'll figure out what first place is and all that kind of stuff like that. It ain't gonna be put it all in and winner take all. No, it ain't gonna be a winner take all, but it's gonna be enough. It's gonna be enough for y'all picking these games. Not going against the spread. It's gonna be straight up winners and losers. So don't worry about that. We ain't making it complicated. You want to do winners and losers, holler at me. I can get you an account somewhere you can do winners and losers. But that's what we're gonna do. So we do it that way. I'm talking about the big contest. I ain't talking about between Dave and Ben. Okay, that's a whole other.
That's a little personal there. So Ben, I actually let you drink a little. I have a pint when you go buy it.
Oh boy,
y'all need to ride together. Matter of fact, we'll do a behind.
We do go live.
We'll go live. We'll do a behind the scenes of us going to go.
Matter of fact, when we pick it up, we're gonna come to Renard's house and drink it.
What the hell?
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come to Renard's house and drink it because he got some more shit at the bar too. Hey, look, Dave. Look, he got some more shit at the bar anyway. So you know what I'm
saying? Hey, even if we had to walk around back, we don't care.
We don't care. We walk around back by the grill. We don't care.
Hey, let us in.
That is it.
Shoot everybody out there. What's about? Why y'all go to your house? Go to your house.
Come on.
Because I think it'd be better if they take the sip at your house.
That's fine with me. I got ice.
Or vice versa.
Hey.
Anyway.
First of all, Ben lives way too far out the city of Birmingham. He's a sip of anything. Okay.
I'm only one exit up from Renard.
That is true.
Real talk. I ain't say which exit, but I'm only one exit up from Renard.
I tell you what, Ben, I have to come to Helena Saturday. I'm gonna call you, and I want you to give me your address. I'm gonna come by your house. I want to see how far it is.
Okay, that's a bit.
Oh Lord have mercy. Anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in. But definitely next week we'll be back with more shows, man. We'll be back with talking about the early signing day period show. We talked about the elimination possibly of the early signing day period, bowl season, coaches moving everywhere. But before we go, man, I want to know about these coaches moves that we have going on right now. How are y'all feeling about these? Some of these we know about, some of these we know some more that's about to be announced that we cannot say right now. But like, how y'all feel about Lincoln Riley at USC compared to Brian Kelly going to Notre Dame? All these other ones that's going on right now. Cristobal to Miami. How are you guys feeling about these moves?
I love it.
I mean, Cristobal to Miami it was inevitable. He was going to end up there at some point. And I guess I don't want to say my heart goes out to Oregon, but I mean, you done went out to two Florida guys and they don't burnt your ass twice. So just stick with somebody from the West Coast that enjoy being out there, man.
Funny you should say that because UCLA gave permission for Oregon to talk to Chip Kelly. So just it's a wrap. It's gone.
Chip's going back home. Chip's going back home. Leave them Florida guys alone, Oregon, because that's two that don't burnt you, man. That's
well, a lot of it, like we said, like we just said a few minutes ago, when a lot of reason why that this committee is meeting to move about this early signing day period is they don't like the moves. Now, one thing I'm glad that did not happen is the 8-year, $125 million contract for one Mr. Jimbo Fisher. I am happy that one did not happen, not because of Jimbo Fisher, but because of the fact we are on a tipping point right now with coaching salaries and stuff like that. And people keep asking where this money coming from. Well, you're about to see where it's coming from with some of these new media deals and some other things that's going on about that. But we're gonna talk more about that. But hey, if y'all have not Googled or found out about the NIL, name, image, likeness, about some of these schools being investigated, they've been talking about it for about a month. Now. But some of these schools are actually going to be getting investigated for violating the NIL deals.
Tell me, do you know anything about that? I mean, I saw
what did they do?
Yeah, what posted, but that's all I know.
The problem is, we're going to get into it more, is a part of the problem is that it's on a federal level. It's kind of like with the state of Alabama. Like, there's some things that you can do in the state of Alabama. There's some things you can't do in Alabama, but you can do in Louisiana. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the problem. So when the NCAA says they're trying to get everybody on the same playing field, well, you can't because you had your damn turn and you sit up there and let states pass individual laws and legislation. And truth be told, y'all knew boosters were gonna find a way to get involved in this.
Yeah, we mentioned that a while ago when we was like, "Hey, buddy, just say you're making a T-shirt. I'm finna give you $25,000."
I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's going on with the name, image, and likeness does not have anything solid on any kind of book. And some people are taking advantage of it. Some boosters are taking advantage of it now. Right. But we already told them that there's going to be some sliding. And the NCAA, being who they are, trying to come in and act like they doing some damn regulation when they ain't done no damn regulation, because if they had, we wouldn't even been in this whole thing. But that's a whole different thing. Talking about like Arian talking about the fake endorsements and all that kind of stuff, man. That's another 20, 30-minute conversation. But we've been on here for about almost an hour, and we know we can keep going, but we got so much more that we about to do in the next month or so. Hopefully we can all be together for maybe to watch the playoff game, or hell, watch one of these bowl games or something. Do something. We're gonna try to do some more stuff together. But before we get out of here for tonight, we'll be back with y'all real soon. Mr. Gardner, you got anything?
Hey man, I don't have anything, man. Really, I just want to let everybody know that I do have a mic now. So you don't have to worry about Tuck bullying me on the mic at this point, because he always bullies me every show. So I can just speak in my normal talking voice. You all can hear me just fine. Be on the lookout for a new webcams. I can come in 4K like Tuck does with his Yankee hat with the roses on it and his Superman thing in the background. So I'm just gonna talk in my regular radio voice, and I wish you all a good night. Happy Merry Christmas and all the good stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I'm good. Renard. Take it over, brother.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a good thing or not that this boy got this mic. I promise you, I'm not sure about that tonight. My mic is over here on the side. Tuck, what you got, dog? You got anything?
I have mine about championship game. Well, it's here. I just have it hooked up.
Yes, we know. Mr. Tuck, you got anything, sir?
What in the hell?
I'm just glad you had on shorts.
Oh, I know, right?
I just appreciate you having on some shorts. I really do. Because I'm like, if that thing would have fallen, and if that, oh God, oh Lord.
Dave, I too have a mic.
I'm finna be like, Dave. So everybody, I'm gonna move my mic up to my finger with a finger. I'm gonna talk like this, because this is the quiet storm.
Such a hater.
We turned the quiet.
But nah, man. All I'm gonna say is, Ben, thank you for knocking down your iPad. I need you to get with the program. Got right, exactly. Got a camera, mic, earphone.
Chuck, before you finish, everybody that's on YouTube, we appreciate y'all, man. We not need y'all to tell a friend. We do have a YouTube contest coming up. We're trying to get more people on YouTube. There's a reason why we're doing it, man. We have some things that have not been released or talked about yet. So we need y'all to tell another friend to like on YouTube and subscribe on YouTube so you can get those notifications. Sorry about that, Mr. Tuck.
No problem. Right. Hey, that's fine. Totally fine. But I just want to say I can't wait for Miami to go back to Nike in a couple of years. Then Cristobal will take over. That deal only got 2 more years left. So I looked that up, by the way.
I think something is really wrong with you.
I'm just saying it's gonna happen. They can't deal with that Adidas crap no more.
You think?
I think what? Oh yeah, tell me what Bernard said. Yeah, I am.
Okay, Mr. Benjamin, sir. Mr. Dennis, do you have anything before we close out? We got one or two more things.
Light skin general.
Nah, I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just ready to go ahead and win this bet with Dave, so I can go ahead and get one of my bottles that's been promised to me on the show.
I'm going to get your bottle. I
tell you what we do.
Man, you gonna have a Merry Christmas because Tuck gonna get your bottle. I'm make sure Tuck get your bottle.
Hey Ben, I like your idea. I tell you what, when I put them in the group, we're gonna hand deliver them and put them in his mailbox.
And put him in his mailbox. That's what we're gonna do.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do.
And he got that ring too, so he gonna know when we pull up.
Hey,
He got that ring too, Dan, so he gonna know when we pull up.
Hey, when y'all pull out bullet home like beep 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 beep.
Yeah, we're gonna blow the horn. We pull
Beep,
up.
beep.
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Did I ask for any of this? I didn't ask for any of this shit.
You should not have.
Anyway, shout out to Clemson.
And y'all
Shout out
talking
to
about
Clemson.
me. And there go the battery. And there go the battery.
30 minutes late, man.
Shout out to the Clemson AD for getting that triple raise from going from 1 million to 3 million, moving from Clemson to Miami.
Money
So
talks.
Dabo, that's a whole nother show. We're gonna talk about you, Dabo. Elliott gone, so you got to hire offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and Clemson got a new AD.
Virginia.
Wait,
did he take it? I know they say he was the head candidate. Did he take it?
I saw that he was gone.
I know they say I saw that Virginia, their top 2 candidates were out of the running. I didn't know he was
supposed to be him. Yeah, it's supposed to be him. So yeah,
it's too much going on with the phones.
But
right
you know
now.
what? I know
it's
gonna be a different show, but I don't really think that's a bad thing for him. Actually, I think they got a little stale. But
he about to prove who he is, though, right?
Yeah, I think they got a little stale. But I'll when we talk about it, I hold my opinions to them.
Bro, we talked about that offense. Lord have mercy, sweet Jesus, mother God. Anyway, since we quiet, so let me just we'd like to appreciate y'all for tuning in to DSL podcast. Everybody gonna pull their mic out and show what they got. We really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, you know.
That mic.
Just everybody want to pull their mic out tonight. So that's what everybody want to do. But seriously though, man, we'll be back, man. We got some more content, some more DSL shorts that's gonna drop. So just be like and subscribe on YouTube, man. It's so much going on right now. So y'all gonna get sick of hearing from us. That's just how it's gonna be. But if nothing else, man, we're gonna go ahead and be out for the night. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If nothing else, we'll see y'all soon with a new video. And then we'll let y'all know about the contest, about the 2 or 3 contests we got. We know about being contests and day contests. We'll let y'all know about that real soon.
The Midnight Power Hour.
And if a coaching move happens, we'll let y'all know about that too. Peace.
And Big Ben, go home. Go home.
Now.
ASAP.